Hello and welcome to a new episode of 4 Minutes of History, Art and Culture in Vienna with your virtual city guide, King Ferrandina-Gouriou. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do this now and leave us a few comments and likes if you will like this episode. If you want to support us, you can do this by Patreon or by booking some of our tours, live or virtual tours. I'll leave you all the information in the description and in the first comment. Now, I will talk to you today about the siege of Vienna 1529 by the Ottoman Turks. In 1453, Istanbul, Costantinople was it called in this time, was conquered by the Ottomans, and from this time on they were able to spread more and more out in Europe. And one day they came to knock at the doors of Western Europe. So in May 1529, the Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent left Constantinople with an army of 150,000 soldiers. The commander of this army was the great Vizier Ibrahim Pasha, and they, fortunately for the Venetians, were not able to bring with them all the cannons they needed to be able to crumble down the walls, the defensive walls of Vienna. The ruler over these areas was Ferdinand I, who was the brother of Charles V, the emperor of the Holy Roman Empire of these times. He was the king of Spain too. How was the situation in Vienna? In Vienna we had still the medieval defensive walls, and the most part of the defensive army of Vienna, the militia, left Vienna, so just 400 of them stood here. But the mayor of Vienna, Wolfgang Treu, was in Vienna, so he was not living them. Who organized the defense of Vienna? First of all, the Count Nicholas Salm, and secondly, firstly, we could say too, the Count Palatine Philip. He came to Vienna just in time with an army of 17,000 soldiers, the Landsknechte, with the most modern fire weapons they had in these times, the arquebuses. And this was very, very important. How was organized the defense of Vienna? All the entrance gates were closed, and everything was out of the defensive walls of Vienna was completely destroyed and burned down to be able to don't offer any kind of defensive situation to the Ottoman Turks. The Ottoman Turks arrived in Vienna on the 27th of September 1529. The Sultan, Suleiman the Magnificent, offered to the Venetians to release the city, but they said no way. So then started this siege of Vienna. The Ottoman Turks tried to undermine the defensive walls of Vienna from down and from outside, but the Venetians, they used to put barrels with water all close to the walls to see maybe some waves, and when they seen that waves, they knew that they were about the Ottomans trying to undermine this part, and so they used to work against them. The situation was very, very, very difficult. The Ottoman Turks were able to open many breaches, but not enough to be able to conquer Vienna, and so they had to leave Vienna on the 14th of October for two reasons. Firstly, the winter was coming, and second, they had nothing more to eat for their soldiers because all the area around of Vienna was completely looted. So why am I shooting this episode here? Why not close to the city center of Vienna? We are on the 3rd district of Vienna, which was not Vienna in these times, because exactly here we had the Nicholas Monastery, and exactly here the Ottomans came for first in Vienna on the 27th of September. This monastery was burnt down and it was never more reconstructed. So this was today for you. I hope it was interesting for you, and then we see us next week with the next episode of 4 Minutes of History, Art and Culture in Vienna. Thank you very, very much.